Hey folks, Nathan here from Star Wars Beyond the Films, the Star Wars Timeline Gold, and the Star Wars Gaming Podcast, Cloud City Casino. Apropos to this, bringing you a look at more of Imperial Assault for Fantasy Flight Games. This is another of those skirmish maps. This is the fourth one they have released. It is ISB Headquarters, Imperial Security Bureau Headquarters to be exact. As before, this is basically a 26-inch by 26-inch approximately rubber mat. Runs $25 until you get discounts at somewhere like Miniature Market, where I usually get mine. It takes the previously existing skirmish map that was already around, hence previously existing here, and just prints it onto the rubber playmat, so that instead of having to put it together or find or have all the pieces, you can just lay it out and play. And of course, to know where to put the individual parts that you may need or the little tokens, you got the label right there to help you. Now, as before, there are characters adorning either side. In this case, we have Bosk upside down there. And we have Davith Elso. If you're not familiar with Davith Elso, he is from the Bespin Gambit. This is his deployment card from that set. It is not included in this. Just wanted to make the note there of who this character is for those who are kind of like, who the hell is that? Now, what is this here? You get the mat, and you get your two skirmish mission cards, now marked as skirmish map, identical otherwise to the ones originally for this map. We have 2 year stations and reconnaissance as the 2 skirmish missions. We just have our packaging parts here telling us what it is and showing us the image that you'll find on the packaging. Now, this is a map that previously existed from the Agent Blaze ISB Interrogator villain pack. So here's your skirmish map. It is the exact same thing as this here. The difference being, of course, that this tells you which pieces you need and then you put it together, whereas this is already ready to go. But it should be noted here, if you look at the original, a red warning and the symbol down there on the top row of pieces needed. Yes, in order to play with this ISB headquarters map, using previously existing materials, you would have to already own not just the Agent Blaze Villain Pack, which is about $10. You would also have to own the Bespin Gambit expansion, because that's where you're going to get a bunch of the pieces you need to put together into the map. Otherwise, you won't have everything. The map won't be fully constructed. You won't be able to play on it. So basically, since that runs about $40, you're talking about a $50 proposition, give or take, to be able to use this skirmish map. Now, there's tons of skirmish maps you could use, but if you want to actually play on this map, for some reason you want ISB headquarters, you desperately want to play 2 year stations or reconnaissance, then you can save yourselves basically half the cost by, instead of buying Agent Blaze, unless you want him or the other stuff in that pack, instead of buying the Bespin Gambit with all the other campaign stuff and whatnot in that expansion, you could just spend $25 and get this skirmish map. Me, I like all the extra game stuff. I'm willing to pay the extra cost to get Blaze and the Bespin Gambit. Then again, I also bought the mat, so who am I to talk? Use your better judgment here, but if you want to play ISB Headquarters, you now have a new way to do so without buying the expansion or Blaze for Imperial Assault.